The visual novel mystery game Root Letter was originally released on PS4 in North America in 2016, and when I got the chance to play it, it quickly became one of my favorite visual novels of this generation. But now we have Root Letter Last Answer. It's a remake or retelling of Root Letter, but with live-action visuals instead of the manga anime style. But should this remake root itself onto your console right away, or does this one deserve a few angry letters? To put my review simply, if you played the original Root Letter, this one is mostly a remaster or remake with a new graphical style, and if that doesn't really entice you, there's not a whole lot of reason to go out and buy this one, at least right away. There are a few new story elements included that help tie in some of the endings and the like, but there really isn't a whole lot extra. At least this version, though, is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which the original did not. Like always in my reviews, I'll try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but the story of Root Letter and Root Letter Last Answer is you're playing as a character who was a pen pal of a student named Aya. She's gone missing for 15 years, but you found a letter that hadn't been seen before, and now you're investigating whatever happened to Aya. This takes you to the Shimane Prefecture in Japan, and the game's all set around this. So if you're a fan of Japanese culture and all that kind of stuff, that aspect of the game alone is a nice enticing feature if you've never checked it out before. For the most part, gameplay-wise, the game is your typical visual novel. A lot of text and dialogue sequences throughout. There's some quick time events thrown in, you'll have to scan scenery to find various items, and a big part of the game is interrogating the people that knew Aya to get that information out of them. And the game can get a bit dark when it comes to getting that information out of these people. The game does include 5 endings, and a big part of what's new here is the added epilogues to these particular endings. The great thing though when going for them is you start back at chapter 9 in the game, so getting back and seeing the multiple endings isn't too difficult of an experience if you don't really feel like replaying the entire game again. The story told in Root Letter is a pretty lengthy one. The 10 chapters take roughly about 8.5 to 10.5 hours on your initial playthrough, with a few more hours added if you go for those extra endings. From the technical side of things, I didn't really run into any problems as far as glitching or crashing. There was some minor issues with some of the interface clicking on a few interactions and the like, but really wasn't anything that hindered my experience. Root Letter Last Answer is available now on the PlayStation 4 for $29.99. It does feature a Platinum Trophy. The game is also available on Nintendo Switch and PC. Overall, Root Letter Last Answer is a very enjoyable mystery-based visual novel, and if you like the genre, you're probably going to enjoy Root Letter. It starts off slow, and you have to give it a few chapters before it really ends up getting going, but once you do get going, that road to the end is a pretty bumpy and unpredictable one. Of course, if you don't like visual novels, this one is not going to change your mind by any means. There's not a whole lot of really juicy gameplay to sink your teeth into, but if you do enjoy visual novels, I think you're going to enjoy Root Letter, whether it's the original version or this newly re-released version. I'm giving Last Answer an 8 out of 10. That's going to wrap up this review though. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.